Hello, welcome back to Evil Genius. In the last episode, we were slowly picking at our money and gaining a little bit of cash back. We've got a little infirmary set up. We're getting another power unit because the 2 is about to be too few. I'm surprised we're not in yellow as it is. But now we have to go get the archives because my little smart traps are kind of grabbing our people more than they're grabbing the enemy. But so it goes. So, the way to get the archives is here. We need to send in 2 workers. I'm going to send in 2 workers, 3 techies, and a soldier. Always good to have a few extra. That way you can handle any situations that arise. We've got 2 investigators in the base, but that's it. We don't have as many agents in the base as we did before. We had a lot of dudes in here before. Also, how's the yellow heat? Yellow heat's not... Oh yeah, the Middle East has a lot of money too. Well, I want to get this... Not that one, this. I want to get this act of infamy done, so I'm going to leave the yellow alone. When I play on normal mode, I'll do multiple missions at a time if I think I can handle it, but on hard mode, I'm going to play far more conservatively until I have a little bit of a... Until I get a handle on things. And there's the smarts trap kicking in. It's confused one of my valets, one of my techies. It's confusing these investigators, which is the bigger issue. Oh, good. Got both of them, so I think both of their smarts will drop to 0. Certainly this one is. What about this guy? No, he's still going. That's alright, though. We'll tag him to... Ooh, get over there quick, before he sees the cash. Excellent. And we have a camera on him, so other social minions, other valets should be responding. Uh-oh. If he sees it, if he turns red, we have to... Yep. Alright, we gotta take him out. And his buddy here is the same way. Everybody from a particular group share information, so... Even though this guy was not visually aware that we had cash, unfortunately, he had to go. And that's why I didn't want this corridor here in the first place. There are ways I can fix this. I'm going to upgrade the door to level 3. What that does is it prevents minions from passing through. So they're going to have to take the long way around if they want to get the money and get out, which is fine. I can open this up in case there's an emergency or in case there's no threats. But this way the door stays closed and it gives me another chance to sort of keep control over the movement of the enemy agents. Meanwhile, back on the world map, looks like my people are ready to go in Los Angeles, so we order that mission to continue or to activate, and everything else seems to be normal. But yeah, my entire thing here is I'm going to try to keep my heat as low as possible, since that controls how many and the power of the agents who approach your base and try to stop your plans, and our plans will not be stopped. The world will be mine. I'm going to get $1 million and whatever else I'm trying to get. So they better be ready for that. Alright, everything seems to be operating fine otherwise. I'm going to flip the time clock so there's only 1 extra person. And the reason you want extra staff in your armory is so as soon as this guy is done at his security desk, someone else immediately takes his place. Meanwhile, I'm going to extend out the armory a little bit. Just 1 tile worth. And I'm going to slide the desk forward once this gets done. But we're also going to grab some gun cabinets. I guess I should extend it out this way, too. We've got this training room where I need it. Initially, I had put 2 objects side by side, but that cuts these tiles off from their pathing. And if you cut a tile off entirely from pathing, some very bad things can happen. So we want to make sure we prevent that. Okay, so far things are looking up. We've got everything pretty well balanced. We're just waiting for this archive to finish. And we need more money so we can get more control panels here. We don't even have enough people to man all the control panels. I need 6 panels moving at once. And that's 12 minions, because there's 2 people per panel, as you can see there. So we don't even have the manpower for that yet. Unfortunately, we will get the manpower. Luckily, anybody can man the terminals. It doesn't have to be just a particular class, but it's still pretty expensive. How much are the panels? 12 grand, so 5 more would be 60,000. We can afford it, but it'd be awfully tight. Man, I should at least... Well, we're gonna knife edge budget anyway. Screw it, let's do it. Let's, get some control panels going. I'm worried about what that's going to do to our power. Alright, never mind on that. Cancel, 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 cancel. Go ahead and buy 1 for now. Now that we've got the archives, I want to prioritize that. So we're going to make ourselves a little archive here. That will be narrowed. I just need to see how much room the reading tables take up. Alright, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, because those are cheap. And then we'll trim up the room, like so. Perfect. So that's less than 10 grand. Okay. So I'll order 2 more panels, control panels. And that should be enough for now. Then I'm going to see our power situation. I may need to extend out the power grid at that point. Alright, everybody withdraw. And we're going to wait until... Oh, the heat is at minimal for yellow. So we need 4 workers. So we'll send in 4 workers and 3 techies plus a couple soldiers. And meanwhile, we'll wait for the heat to die down in other zones before making any additional moves. Alright, so everybody has their orders. We will not be making another move until our people are delivered on the world map, although they're really booking it. They shouldn't... They'll be there pretty quickly. Oh, here are thieves. You can see their little twinkle toes going. Doot, 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 doot. Trying to figure out what's... Oh, and look how sneaky they are wearing purple on the desert sands. That's the best camouflage, man. Alright, that's fine. Go ahead and waste your time on this door. That's what I want. There is one flaw with making a trap room like this, and it's that better units will pop the door, see that there's nothing of value in here, and just leave. And you don't want that, because you need an object in here to pull them into the room so they trigger a trap. And eventually you can get an object that they will want to investigate, but at least for now... Oh, wait. Yep, see, they opened the door, saw there was nothing in, and now they're just booking it. So we can eventually replace these pressure pads with a motion detector, and that helps because then once they pop the doors, they will still see that there is... Or the motion detectors will still see them, and it will trip the traps, and that will be enough. But for now, this is all we can do. So they're just going to have to kind of hang out. There's another thief as well. Oh shit, we got someone deep in the base too. Who is that? Whoa, you gotta go, sir! You gots to go! I was not paying attention to the base like I should have. Alright, let's check out Northern Africa. We are good there. Activating a mission. We are still only harmless. We are only 8 notoriety out of 500, so we've got a long way to go, but we are on our way. Alright, so I guess I'll wait until... I was gonna say I was going to time skip until we finish that mission, but I guess we've got a little bit more to do. We need to extend out the freezer because we're starting to get a few too many bodies. It's too bad we can't get rid of them on a more permanent basis rather than just hanging them up like cold cuts. Alright, we'll add
covering current events across all of Northern Africa. Our big story is the shocking raid that took place earlier today. The identity of those
I can't even understand them. I have the volume up. All right, so we did what we needed to do there, but it jumped our heat quite a bit. So we're going to pull out of Northern Africa. And this is why I want to keep moving on the world map. You always want to keep moving. And if you don't have a current mission, then you can send some dudes in to steal. Like, we'll send 5 soldiers here to Europe to start stealing. But I'm going to leave Yellow, Smash, alone for a while, and the US needs to cool off a bit as well. We've got some missions here in Anvil we can do. Fishy business? Okay. So let's pull this soldier out, and we'll let Orange, which is Anvil, cool down a little bit before we go into Polynesia and finish that mission. I should say attempt the mission. How's our power looking? Still solid power, but our people haven't bought all those tables yet. Here they come with them. I don't know if the tables cost power. They shouldn't. Most things in the game are pretty logical. I mean, the reading tables are just that. You just plop your butt down and read a book. So that shouldn't be a problem. I need to set up a security speaker, though. That way people can respond if things get a bit real, but yeah, there's no... They don't take power and they have no heat. So these objects are safe. So even if someone somehow manages to penetrate our defenses this deep, they will not see anything incriminating. And so I guess here we can reactivate the control room. 4 panels won't be enough to get us anywhere, but at least it'll give my people something to do instead of just standing around idle when we have no immediate mission. I can bring our evil genius into this room. He'll be a little bit more safe anyway because he'll be deeper in the base, and his presence alone can help inspire his minions here. Alright, we've got 4 fully manned tables. Man, his radius is so small. Alexis is my favorite evil genius because of her radius. It's just massive, but... trying to get Shen Yu. Dude, just get so you can touch all 5. I guess that's going to have to do it. Yeah, that's not great, but at least he's getting them. Yeah, we're gonna need another power upgrade here. All right, so extend that out, and we need a generator and a capacitor. Go for it. And that's going to run us almost the rest of our cash. Whoo boy, things are getting expensive. Oh, the thieves have made it into the base. They have decided to stop messing around in my traps, and yet and now they are hanging out here. The next thing we should buy is a hotel wing so we keep all of these tourists under control, because they're just freaking out. But the nice thing about tourists in the base, though, is this. They will trigger the traps. The thieves will get around the traps sometimes, as you can see here. So having the tourists hit the traps means that they'll still catch up the other agents in it, which is good. Alright, so these burglars are hanging out by my level 3 door. If they breach it, we'll tag them for death, because if they breach it, they're going to want to steal the money. But at least we got this tourist under control. Things look okay so far. How's the world map? Oh, geez, we got enemies on the field. You hide. I'm not overly concerned about it. If I happen to go on the world map and see an agent on the field, then I'll hide my people, but at least for now we're okay. Drawing $4,000 a minute. Not great, but better than 0. Okay, I guess there's nothing more to do in the short term until everybody calms down. Oh, son of a bitch. Like I said, I look away for a second and an enemy agent takes the field. Anyway, There's nothing more I need to do at this second until I get my heat lowered a little bit so I can do fishy business, unless I just want to go for it, but... well, fortune favors the bold or whatever. 2 workers, 3 techies, and a soldier. With our increasing power draw, I'm going to make a small adjustment over here. We're going to get rid of these 2 lockers, which unfortunately takes 2 minions out of play, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And then we'll make a very tiny... Yeah, that'll be good enough. Actually, I guess I won't need to take this one out then. We'll make a very tiny corridor, and we'll put 3 fire extinguishers here. That'll be the only purpose of this corridor. As long as you have a 1-tile gap and your people can go around, then it's good enough. And that way we have 3 fire extinguishers centralized to the base and nowhere in any other danger beyond if someone actually gets this deep. But enemy agents don't... Uh-oh. Speaking of getting deep. Got a lot of bad guys suddenly in the base. Oh, geez, we got a bunch of dudes over here. We got 1 thief who's confused. We've got a tourist who's trapped and confused, apparently. We've got another thief who's freaking the hell out. Okay, this situation took care of itself, which is good. The thief is even sneaking out as she is being escorted by one of my valets. That's really funny. This thief, I don't know what she's doing. Oh, she's just trying to get the hell out of here. Like, that's good. Let her go. Sometimes when an agent is set to looking to escape, I just let him go. I'll open doors for him. Like this, just get out. Get out. Level 1 door means that it opens for everyone. Get out. Okay, there we go. So that means she's going home with a blue circle, so that'll lower my heat in her region. Okay, so yeah, we're doing fine here. We've got some more power. That way we can handle any more expansions, because once we get enough money, I will add 2 more control panels to this room so we can start seeing everything we need to see on the world map. Hey, speaking of which, our people are here. 21 seconds for this mission. Go. It takes 5 techies or 3 scientists to have a mission time, but it scales, so even having the 3 techies helps. Lowering this to 21 seconds, which I assume it started at 30. So, either way. There we go. Alright, everybody, pull back, get shut up. And, geez, we just don't have any other missions right now in the field. Oh man, we're gonna have to start poking around a little bit. So the way you poke around, pause, stop, P? Okay, jeez, thought spacebar was pause. We don't have any missions in the field, so we have to figure out a way to do it. Let's see, yellow, we have no heat in the yellow zones. Okay, so we'll go to South America, we'll drop off 3 techies and tell them to plot. Unpause. I'm going to change that control scheme. But while they're plotting, they are developing new and exciting missions we can do. So hopefully they get some intel. Man, maybe we should get more techies, because otherwise it's going to take me for damn ever to plot anything. What's our maximum cap now? 43. So if I do 10 techies, that'll be a total of 44 specialists. 34 specialists. Pyro fails basic math. 34 specialists, which gives us 9 yellow shirts to work with. That's an okay balance. Alright. So I'm going to grab our boy and tell him to prioritize getting techies trained up. We're not drawing too much money, unfortunately. 4,400 a minute. At this level, that's not so bad, but man, that is so slow. Can't wait until we get more cash. That's really interesting, too. There's a late game object that constantly gives you money. There's another late game object that lowers the amount of time it takes to pull in money, and that's a permanent a permanent buff, I guess you could say. So those late game objects, I didn't usually worry about them too much, but for a hard mode run, they will be very useful. Alright, so looks like we've got everything in balance so far. Not much to do until we get more missions. There's one. 6 workers and 4 valets. I'm going to leave those guys there for a minute. I'm going to hang out and grind a bit. Oh, we've reached the end of the episode anyway. Never mind. So, that'll do it for today. And we'll pick her up right here tomorrow. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode.